Hey, welcome to this Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts gameplay video. If you love the era of naval warfare when castles of steel ruled the waves, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's been a while. I've been busy with other things, and I'll be honest with you, I got a little burned out on UAD. But today I want to get in here and do something I haven't done. I've done 90 plus videos, and I don't think I've ever built the USS Texas. So we're going to do that. It's going to be a quick one today. I'm more and more becoming limited in time for these little projects of mine, these little video projects. So we're not going to do a huge scenario. I think we're just going to build the Texas and take her up against a potential opponent and just play her. We're just going to play her a little bit and see how she comes out. So the easiest way to do that, just get in here, get the right things happening. Here we go. Let's make it a German. Take it up to about 1914. Let's just take away all the other toys that always slowed me down and make me dumb, and we'll unlock her. And let's leave that at 14,000 meters. That'll be just fine. And go ahead and take her out and play. So we're going to hit the design ship. Before we do, it's the YouTube ritual, which is if you enjoy these videos and you have yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. That's what feeds the algorithm. That's what helps the channel grow. And finally, if you really enjoy these things and you'd like to see me even more awake than I already am, which is not very, you can buy me a cup of coffee. There's a link in the description. All right, back in a moment. We'll just get after it. Okay, well, the application's doing funny things here. I set this up for 1914, just like I did this morning when I pre-designed her, and suddenly I can't get triple expansion. I can only get multiple expansion. I've stepped her back to 1912 or 1911 now, and I'm still having that issue. Either I was asleep this morning or UAD is just doing something weird. It's alpha software, I don't know, and it's early and I'm not too smart. Who cares? We got her set up. Let's call her Texas now before I forget this, so I don't have the same problem I have in cold waters, which is always damaging the radar mast. Well, here it's never naming the ship before I get her launched. Take her back to 21 knots. We'll leave the range and bulkheads alone for right now. I don't like this, but it's what's going to be. Semi-oil is right. Let's just go ahead and build her out there. Now, this is going to be kind of weird. I suspect Harvey or Krupp won. I couldn't, in the two sources I looked, I couldn't find this. I believe the U.S. was maybe just a wee bit behind in armor technology. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Let's call it Krupp 1 for right now. We'll give her standard barbettes, right? Is that standard? Yep, standard barbettes. We'll give her, she did have anti-torpedo protection, but I think it was extensive. Double, we can reinforce the bulkheads. We'll give her some anti-flood, and we'll give her an armored citadel. Let's give her some extra ammunition, because extra ammunition is always fun, and 2 powder is the safest, and I'm not real sure what would be appropriate. Hydraulic turrets, standard reloading. She needs 21-inch torpedoes. Go figure, they're not available. Rangefinders, some acoustics, which may or may not be appropriate. And her armor. Let's see if I can glance over here and get that figured out. Yeah, I don't want to click on the other image or it'll blow up in my face. I think 12-inch is right there, and I think 6-inch is good there. Kind of depends on what you look at. It's says 10 to 12 inches amidship, 6 inches aft, 9 inches lower belt aft. We'll go with the lesser of the two. Barbettes are generic in game. Deck 3-inch, I think 1.5 here. Conning tower is 12. Turrets 14. And strangely enough, we actually have something for the turret top. I don't have anything for secondaries. We'll just leave it to default for 6 inches. And now we go grab us some really big, cool cage match. What have I got on my brain tonight? Cage masts. I think anybody who's been watching lately knows I've had some oral surgery recently, and there's this big knot in my mouth this morning that's getting in the way of my tongue. So not only am I about half asleep, I'm having a hard time talking. I think she's going to have a hard time wedging everything in there. Let's see where we can get these barbettes. Oh, yeah, we can get a barbette there, which means we can probably get that cage mast a little further forward so we can wedge in a couple of tall funnels, and I think we can get a main gun mount there. While I was at it, why didn't I do this? Standard. Okay. Main guns, center line, 14-inch, 2 barrels. Plunk, 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 plunk. Ooh, the 4-weight offset is really pretty serious today. So we start moving things around a little bit to see if we can compensate for that just a wee bit. Now this is where it'll get nasty. You know what's funny? I built this old gal this morning and didn't have this issue. In fact, I got it very... Oh wait, we got an aft weight offset. I might be able to get her there. Wow. All right, that gives us a pretty good balanced design. She's supposed to have 21 5-inch guns. I don't think we can wedge that many in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I think that's as good as we're going to get. She had a bunch of 47 millimeter secondaries, which is, kind of like 2-inch. How many? I can't really see. Got something in the way here. She doesn't seem to want to mount any of them anywhere anyway. Doesn't seem to have, oh, look at that. We can throw some up in there. Okay, let's see. What did I select here? Yeah, super tall. She's nicely balanced. She also had, I think, 4 underwater tubes, which we're going to have to place. The way I read it, she had 2 in the bow and 2 in the stern. That's not an available option here, so we just have to give her the 4 like that. And once again, we get a 4-weight offset that becomes great fun. Oh, it makes sense. You put that heavy stuff all the way at the far end, and she's got quite a lever to... Oh yeah, but that got sweet right there. And she's way too heavy, and we could lighten her up by giving her armor that she probably shouldn't have. But we've had this discussion before if you've paid attention to anything I've ever said in this channel, which is the shipyard is not designed to allow you to build accurate historical ships. If you can get that, which is something that looks like her. And the major elements of the design are kind of correct. You know, she's got 10, 14-inch guns. She's got most of the secondaries and the casemates she ought to have. She's got the right kind of masts. The hull looks about right. You can get the armor protection in the neighborhood, and you can all keep it inside the limits of this hull, which we are just barely right now. You know, I mean, we could come up here and try to make her a little more survivable, and there she is. Many bulkheads. I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about the way she comes out at that point. And then you can turn off the interface and get a reasonable screenshot. What do you want? You know this should be the screenshot channel. So what do you say we launch her and get after it? Well, here we go. It's time to go play some Bake with the Shoot Bang Fire. And look at that. I've got her named right and everything. Let's pause for a minute and go look at what. And of course, our enemy just happens to be sailing in the other freaking direction. Wow. I don't know it, but those look like 8 really big guns compared to, although you would think these 14, I don't know, they may be roughly equivalent. The Germans in this period probably ought to be running what? 12s, 11, 12s? But what are you going to do? So let's give her hard rudder to the right. Let's see if we can get a handsome screenshot of her. What are the light is just not kind to her. There. And trying to find, it's not particularly good here. It's the wannabe photographer in me. Quick screeny. We'll probably try to get more. If you've watched the channel, you know that's true. And let's try to bring her around. Let's get the. I've had some wonderful comments about using time compression, and yeah, you know, it's much more stately and interesting and proper to have her. Oh, look at that! To have her, or have to play at normal time compression or no time compression. But that's a good way to make what ought to be a 30 or 40 minute video, 2 or 3 hour video. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. Yes, yes, I know. You didn't come here to watch me get screenshots, did you? Well, you didn't think you were. But in fact, that's exactly what you did. All right. Well, we are making with the shoot bang fire. And it's very likely the AI will get the first hit because the AI almost always gets the first hit. So hopefully we'll find out what she's armed with the hard way. Hopefully we'll find out what she's armed with by identifying her. But it's likely, it's very likely, we'll find out what she's armed with when she hammers us. Alright, what's the light look like now? Somebody's got to build video thumbnails. I mean, you guys aren't going to do it, right? I know it's just one excuse after the other while I take pictures. It's really, brutally honest. I have no idea how many screenshots I have on my machine right now. Digital hoarding is real, man. Oh my God, am I assuming your gender when I say that? I shouldn't get political in this channel, should I? I just shouldn't. Although people, no, I'm not going to do it. I almost said something. I was going to, nope, not going to do it. Okay, my experience this morning was close. She really doesn't have much of a chance to hit. There we go. We just found out something, didn't we? 8-incher? That has to be. Looks like we got hit by these secondary batteries. And she's probably using lyddite or something, so she immediately set us afire. Alright, whoa, whoa, whoa. Get her settled in on a course, she might start getting a hit or two. We're only using the forward. Yeah, I need to not just unmask the battery, but she seems to be kind of fast. Ouch! 8-inch again. No, we don't have much of a chance to hit. It's just awful. Everything looks good. Thought I did better than this morning. Quit maneuvering, might lock her up, get something going. So far, the damage she's done to us is trivial, but we haven't dished out any. And she's using all her guns, and we're only using 40% of them. We still haven't got a fire control lock. We're going to maneuver a little bit more. Try to keep this angle as best we can while getting as many guns into the game as possible. 1.1%. Okay, stop. We know who she is. 14-inch guns with us. We're in trouble. And torpedo. We're in trouble. Okay. Ain't nothing to do for it except hit this angle as best we can to maximize armor protection and close her as best we can. So we're still trying to lock up a fire control solution. And it's somewhat mysterious to me. Ouch. That was tragic. We're not doing it. This is a losing fight. It's mysterious to me how I can go from one. Oh, she is so 29 knots and 13 inches of armor. Okay, we have run into an AI monster. A 30-knot fast battleship in 1911, armed with 14-inch guns. Yeah, the AI does funny things sometimes. 2.3%, 17%. She's got 6-7 times our fire control. Oh, that showed her though. Whoa! I think we blew her up. Yeah, okay, well apparently that heavy armor, if I had, we didn't get a chance to look at it because she just went. Apparently that heavy armor was in some place like the conning tower, and we closed up and plugged a 14-inch 14-inch shell right into her guts and blew her away. Let's do play again. Some parts are badly placed. This is another one of those mysteries of this shipyard that when you come back into the shipyard from a fight, it says, oh no, things aren't just right. And then you go, well, yeah, they are. You pick it up and put it down and it gets happy. Well, that was all of 8.5 minutes. I think we ought to do it again. What do you think? We'll see what we come up with this time. Yeah, things are really sucked this time. It's late, it's dark. We don't know where they are except to the north, which is the direction which we are heading. So let's go get them. It's pretty. Oh my God, just stop. This is not going to be a good screenshot because the light's on the wrong side. Well, you know what we can get though? We can get one of these warm light beauties. And the wind is just perfect so that all the ensigns are just, God, that's just gorgeous. Look at that warm light. Oh yeah, oh yeah. F11. And we can, if we like, kind of a silhouetted with the lens flare and everything. Get that one. Yeah. Whoa, we have found somebody. And that's interesting. Looks like they look at this ridiculous arrangement of secondary turrets. Lots of casemate guns, as many absurdly placed secondary turrets as possible, and a half dozen major caliber weapons. Well, they're coming for you. Close up. Let's close it up. Keep our speed up. Took a 13-inch hit, so she's very dangerous. And she got first blood, go figure. Must be 90% of the time the AI gets first blood. Lord, looks like we threw everything way behind her. I wish you could have gotten a close look at the explosion on the, was it Margraf, I guess, the last one? Because that's what that had. That had to be a magazine explosion. .1%. She is. Looks like she's fast again. Go figure. We have to keep maneuvering to keep her from crossing our bow too quickly. Let's just get it over with. She is moving. Alright, stop. No, that's not going to stop. Oh, she is lightly armored. She's got a great chance to hit, though. We're closing into her torpedo range. She's got the same torpedo. Well, I say that, right? Yeah. Kaiser Friedrich III. Torpedoes in her broadside. 8-inch guns in the casemates. Ridiculous 7-inch guns, 4-inch guns, 3-inch guns. But she's really lightly armored. Really, we ought to try to stand off and beat her to death because we are We got a 12-inch belt. She's got a 10-inch belt. I don't know. She seems to have a fire control advantage. Let's go ahead and slow down, see if we can get our best fire control. Everything's stabilized, and let the boys and the directors do their thing. Way ahead of us so far. Go figure. We've got 2 little tiny hits of some type. Must be 5 inches because they say we're blocked. I don't think she's blocked 14 inches at this range. Still has a huge fire control advantage. She could put us in a world of hurt. My instinct to close up and go broadside to broadside is probably still correct, although that was a good hit. Ooh, we got a torpedo in the water, and so have they. So, we are going to do what I like to do, which is one, avoid torpedoes. And here comes that torpedo. Hang on. Yeah, I think if we stay just like we are, we don't have any problems with that torpedo. In fact, we can do this and be okay. Because I anticipated that. We just put another torpedo in the water from our port side launcher tube. Alright, now we come around this way. And we hope we get a torpedo hit. Oh, we did! Wonderful. Wonderful. Now that one's going to miss now. That was helpful. Maneuvering these big girls to get their torpedoes in action is, honestly, I can't really say that that's silly and inaccurate or whatever. I don't know. Uh-oh. But in game, yeah, I think we're okay as long as we maneuver away. In game, it makes perfect sense. We're going to hopefully close up on her now. And get some payback. She took that torpedo quite well. She's maneuvering around. Be rather difficult to hit right now. Alright, let's watch her torpedoes, what we need to do. Alright. Settle in. Put torpedoes in the water. Alright, time to maneuver. Kind of cheesy, huh? There we go. Tell you what, you just don't want to take any of those hits. We want to dish those hits out. We just launched torpedoes. Yep, there it is. There it goes. Here's theirs. Imagine she had her real live torpedoes. There's 21 inches. Alright, let's see something here. Oh baby, I just love it. I love it. That's just awesome. What's that key I'm supposed to use? F11. Duh. Hey, look at that. That's kind of cool having a projectile in the screen. Alright. F11. Interface. Unpause. She's going to be launching torpedoes real soon. And when she does, like right now, good hit. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, oh, she is flooding something ferocious. Slow things down in case we get something dramatic here. We can actually see it. Thump! Oh, you won't like that. Now, honestly, I think Texas is probably a bit overbuilt. I really more than just question her armor scheme. I think it's probably exaggerated. But hey, she looks right. And today she's kicking butt, which probably isn't really extreme. Given she's about to go down. Done. Given the way the AI normally has advantages in their builds, I'm really quite surprised at how good she is. It's interesting. It's different. It's funny. I'm not sure what to make of it. Huh. Well, it's still a rather short video. And it's still rather early in the day. I'm really surprised how quickly this is coming off. What do you say we make it best 2 out of 3? Let's go. All right, what's she look like? Where's she going? Well, that's different. 8 big guns. All right, Texas, come around. Let's pick up the pace. Slow down just so we can kind of get a look at it with the interface off and just kind of enjoy the video, because that's really quite sweet right there. And I can even get screenshots. Who would have thunk it? Anybody else get dizzy? All right, let's go. Oh yeah, just dishing out the hate. What if we play a little different this time and go broadside to broadside? I suspect that will disadvantage her. I seem to be able to play better when I close up. Plus the AI just seems, no matter what they build, they seem to have a fire control advantage every time. And it could be that they're picking the latest hull. I didn't take the latest hull, and she's got these cables which I'm sure are not the best of all possible superstructures in terms of fire control. 12 kilometers, settling in. If we had the bigger guns, I'd say, yep, we probably are going to do well. But it looks like we've got plenty of big guns. And I'm very surprised. She's already hit us twice with 8-inch guns. I'd be very surprised if she doesn't have the same significant fire control advantage we've seen over and over. Identified. Got to be using lyddite. Sets us afire with his secondary hits, which might explain why that first guy went down so fast. Lyddite likes to hurt the other guy and blow you up, which is why I'm reluctant to use it in any design. I don't care what the history says. It's just, yeah, man, look at that. They get a hit and I just cook off. I'm competitive against the AI. It's just pathetic, isn't it? I want to beat the AI. It's an ego thing. Hagen. What does that look like? Hagen. 14-inch guns. That's scary. But she's not got the belt we have. Her turrets are heaviest. She's making 20 knots. Oh, she's got no torpedo tubes. We're gonna close her. That just sealed her. Well, I don't want to say it sealed her fate, but that just told me everything I need to know about how to win this. Let's try to get close. Let's get our bow pointed more toward her to give us maximum protection from our nice 12-inch belt. And see if we can get in there. And get those torpedoes into the game. Nobody's really hurt yet. As I say that, suck up some kind of monstrous freaking hit. So far, she's hit us with secondaries only. So I've sped up and I'm constantly maneuvering, which means my guns are like, the fire control directors are hating. And this is why I kind of prefer playing the pre-dreads, because closing up like this is an absolute necessity. You just can't play otherwise. Yeah, she's got 10%, we've got 11%. We're actually significantly advantaged here in a lot of ways. Not the least of which is torpedoes. Now somebody's fixing to get really hurt. Because we are right on top of each other. We've got to get these torpedoes in the game. So at some point here, okay, our torpedo is in the water, men's. Turn her back around. I think we get a hit here. I think we get her. If she doesn't blow us up with a lucky hit, gut us. She doesn't gut us with a 14-inch hit. I think we get to see how good her torpedo protection is. She's not going to avoid that. Ooh, good hits all around, plus a torpedo hit. That made her sad. Whoa! Oh! I couldn't quit quick. Oh, yeah, well, okay, but I think maybe I have designed the Super Texas. I'm not sure this is, maybe if I took her up against a Jap. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. That's, I'm going to get banned from YouTube and have people marching all around out front. A Japanese battleship. We might have seen something different. I don't know. But there she is, USS Texas. I believe that's the first time in the channel. I mean, I glanced through 94 videos this morning and didn't see that I had done her before. If it's redundant, we'll put it up to age and senility. And but anybody accuses me of senility in the channel, I'm just going to say, come on, man. And if that doesn't ring a bell, then maybe you're not from the United States. Come on, man. Anyway, I tell you what, I'm enjoying this. It's been a while since I played. But things are changing around here. Things are probably going to be changing in the channel before too long. I'm planning to do a video about that sometime in the not too distant future. So we'll see. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button, and please share and comment. See you again soon.